Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's GailLyn, the queen of journaling. On YouTube, TikTok. I'm on social media, further social medias, Facebook, Instagram. I think they wanted me to be on Threads, but I just refused. It sort of reminds me of Twitter, and I didn't have a good experience on Twitter, so I'm not fully accepting Threads right now. I'm enjoying my new venture here on YouTube. I know I spoke yesterday about my first subscriber and I didn't have the information written down. So this time I'm more organized. I have some structured notes to keep me on track under 20 minutes. I want to say thank you to my first YouTube subscriber, and I love this tag name, Tactile Taylor. Thank you so much. I have a little heart by your name, if you can see it. Tactile Taylor was my first subscriber on YouTube. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm looking forward to many, many more videos and um, informative information videos on journaling, the importance of journaling. I do know I have a few more subscribers. Thank you for joining. Someone asked me, does it cost anything? No, it doesn't cost anything to subscribe. The only thing subscribing does is it alerts you when I put out a new video. Um, Want to say I started my morning with my cup of coffee and my kitchen that was remodeled in 2023. But coffee first. That's how I start my morning. It was designed with a coffee theme because that's my favorite thing. I always tell my family I need some coffee before I start the day or I'm not in a good mood. But it's all a mindset. I want to start first with not going off, but the name of today's video will be featured around no coincidence. There is no coincidence that everything that happens in our life happens. It didn't just pop out of nowhere. Yes, there are some things that we do to go in and out of or make it worse because we try to fix it ourselves. But at the end of the day, if we're still alive, if we're still here, there's no coincidence. Everything happens for a reason. I would have thought, if you would have told me I would be YouTubing 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago, I would have said, no way. I was this quiet little person with nothing to say, always out there giving my last, helping everyone, and wanted nothing in return. And over the years, with strength and, and determination, faith, and hard work, I'm here before you today. So it's no coincidence that I'm here. I'm here to encourage. I'm here to say to you, journaling takes time, but it ends up helping someone or helping you, or maybe leaving something for a generation after you to find and read and say, wow, I'm encouraged, I'm inspired. I've had a couple of people say to me, you've encouraged me to pull out my journal and start up again. See, that's what this is about. I know I spoke yesterday about giving a shout out to my first subscriber, and I love his name. So I thought I'd be a little more prepared today and have a summary of what I'm going to do so I stay under my 20 minutes. But Tactile Taylor was my first subscriber, and I want to say thank you. I have a little heart by your name. Tactile Taylor, thank you so much for being my first subscriber. Um, I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone that subscribes. It doesn't cost anything. I appreciate your taking the time to listen to my videos, and hopefully you can share them or give me some feedback. I can take it. I've been on this earth a lot more longer than what they say, I had more years behind me than I do ahead of me. So not much you can do to upset me. Just give me um, some critique, and it helps me get better. The next thing I want to do is show you all of my inspiring tchotchke. But you can see behind me, to my left is my queen crown, queen of journaling crown. And to the right of me is my, I don't know if you can really see it, but it's a snow globe butterfly that's spinning around. I purchased both of these at Cracker Barrel, and a friend of mine, we go every year to the general store. We have lunch or breakfast, and then we shop. I have a ball. So there was this huge snow globe with a helicopter and Santa Claus last year that I wanted to purchase. It was $150. And this little old lady came up to me as I was standing there making a decision to purchase it. She said, "You know what? The day after Christmas, all of this stuff will be half price." So I decided to take her advice, and I went about 2 days or 3 days after Christmas last year, the beginning of this year. And guess what? That same helicopter snow globe, $150. I got it for $49. Yay! So see, sometimes it's no coincidence that I ran into her and she saved me over $100 to wait till after Christmas. I'm sure you've heard that before. Anyway, my other tchotchke look is my famous butterfly, my love of butterflies, because they mean transformation. Transformation is when we start out low and we end up high. It takes time, but we actually end up greater at the end. Look at the beauty and the splendor. Transformation. I have my little butterfly pendant on today. So happy to show you some of my butterfly jewelry. I do have a lot, so I will be showing it. I will be displaying it. Next I want to show you is this beautiful butterfly lighthouse. It was created by one of my granny and I just love it. And it was presented to me. I'll show you the other beautiful, well, little lighted, it says "Have a nice day" mason jar. Presenting at my book signing on November 22nd. And you can see the pictures at my site. But I speak about mason jars. I remember when, and I display butterflies on my original published book, Walk by Faith, Trot by Sight. I speak life, you only get one. So, my love of butterflies. I talk about mason jars because they remind me of the past and the good old days. And I love it, love it, love it. One last piece of tchotchke, which is called tchotchke. I got it, I think, from watching The Nanny. Fran Dresser would call all of her knickknacks in that big, beautiful mansion tchotchke. So I was telling my family and friends, not another piece of tchotchke. I don't need any. They're just dust collecting. But I have a Faith mason jar. I'm trying to line it up so you can see the word Faith. And on the back, it has a saying. I don't know if you can see it or not. There we go. You are. But in the front it has faith. It says you are beautiful. Ecclesiastes 3:11. You are victorious. Romans 8:37. You are enough. 2 Corinthians 12:9. You are strong. Philippians 4:13. You are never alone. Matthew 28:20. You are amazing. Psalms 139:14. You are capable. Mark 10:27. You are chosen. 1 Thessalonians 1:4. You are created by God. Genesis 1:31. You are always loved. Romans 8:38. So that's my last piece of tchotchke that I love and adore. And I just want to go on pause for a moment because I have to take care of some business, but I'll be right back. Thank you. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that because I'm working from home, but keeping it real, sometimes I get interruptions. I don't want to call this a piece of tchotchke. So before I show you my last favorite piece of tchotchke, I do have my Queen ink pen and my butterfly ink pen. Aren't they the cutest? It just makes you feel like it. Like sometimes we need to encourage ourselves and make ourselves feel better. And one thing I can say, in the world we live in today, whatever it is that you like, whatever it is that you favor, whatever it is that you want to wear, you can find matching shoes, you can find a pocketbook. If you like butterflies, they're everywhere. If you like being the queen, you can find royalty and crown jewelry. I think there's Amazon, there's Temu. I don't want to recommend anyone, so I don't want to be throwing some names out there, but the next thing you know, they'll say my video can't be shown. But my last and favorite piece of jewelry that was presented to me with the name Queen on it was given to me about 2 years ago. My niece turned 20 years old, I believe. And you know how they are. After a couple of wears, they go, I don't want to wear this anymore. So she said, Gail, you want it? You can have it. I said, girl, I'm never going to wear that. Guess what? It's 2025. I journaled for years. I decided to publish the book. The book was published. I had a book signing. It sold out. I was amazed. I said, what do I do now? I need to promote my book. And of course, there's ways to promote it, but you got to be careful with where you just. Everyone says they can promote you, especially those little commercials or those little notices you get on social media. So, speaking of Queen, I had it on, I believe it was day before yesterday, and I said, you know what? I'm going to call myself or refer to myself as the Queen of Journaling. And didn't this all work out? So when I say it was no coincidence that she gave me this piece of jewelry, I just happened to throw it on and call myself or refer to myself as the Queen of Journaling. No coincidence. I'm here to encourage you. And because I'm staying on track, I want to go on to the next subject on my plan today is my use of stickers. I have these journals. When I think about a journal, they're really a glorified scrapbook. And I have all 4 of them on the back, but, you know, the celebration of life, I have my I Remember When scrapbook, and I have my celebration of love. Ooh, they're heavy. These hardbacks are heavy. But I encouraged the use of stickers yesterday because it kind of spiffs them up. So I think I showed you in my father's book. And look, my Granium book that I use stickers. So I just wanted to show you a couple of my stickers that I will be giving out. When I had, I think I'm planning to sponsor a book. It's a book bazaar, but it's crafts and creations. So it's book and crafts and creations bazaar. It's in April next year in the spring. It's going to be big. We want everyone in the community in Philadelphia to know about it, to come out. You can rent a vendor table for $25, and you can get your items promoted or sold. It's going to be nice. See, I've already been coming up with other ways to promote and get the word out. The word out or get the news out is that you have a purpose. Nothing is coincidence. Have faith. That's the importance of all of this. Faith walking and speaking life every day so that we have long, productive life. Back to my stickers. I actually just made some sticker pages. So with my celebration of love book. Oh my gosh, I should have kept them in order. So celebration of love book, I have love stickers. Love, I am love, a little ribbon. And this one says, work hard and be nice. So that's a little encouragement. And then with my scrapbook, it talks about the good old days. I was able to find on Amazon some old-fashioned vintage stickers. They call them or refer to them as vintage stickers. And then in loving memory, in my celebration of life, healing and remembering journal, I was able to find some in loving memory stickers. And it says, I never forgot, I don't forget, I can't, I never forget, I don't forget, and I can't forget, which is very nice. And this says, in sweet memory. So you can throw these in your journal and make it a lot more spiffy. That way, when you refer to it years later, you're like, this is so nice. I did a good job. It's almost like a kid coloring for the first time. On my second page of stickers, I was able to find script. So today is December 15th, 2025, and the topic of journaling today is no coincidence. And I just want to say thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my video, please, please, please share it with others. Give me a couple of likes, give me some critique, or give me your comments below. And thank you for watching The Queen of Journaling by GailLyn.